Oh my God. Look at those bottles there.
This machine here is running at about 61,000 bottles an hour.
Here at Bundaberg Brewed Drinks in Queensland, they produce around 1 million litres of soft drinks every day. From a single shed operation starting half a century ago, the master brewery now sprawls over 2 hectares. And my first surprise is that ginger beer is not made with food flavouring. The ginger heads to the dehydrator, first to lock in flavour and second to guarantee they have the spice when they need to make ginger beer.
So this is basically our dehydrator.
Well, so it comes across there and it goes all the way that way. It's a process overseen by Dr. Simon White, who's also known as the ginger guy.
So the reason for the dehydration is mainly about preservation of the product. So we're normally only washing 6 months of the year, but we need product all year round. So by drying the product, we can conserve the quality of that product, and we have year-round supply for our drinks.
Ah. How long does it take to dehydrate?
From the time it drops in to the time it drops out, on average, about 24 hours.
And what does the moisture content drop down from what to what?
So when it comes in, it could be around 85–90% moisture content.
Right.
We need to draw that down to below 10%.
Exposing ginger to high temperatures
There'll be very
I can feel a wind.
Yeah.
Changes its chemical composition and so enhances the flavour. Now, I'm already getting a smell of ginger.
You can see now it's actually quite dried. You recall before we had that very fresh lemony ginger ale smell?
Yeah.
We've now got a much more caramelised smell, and that's more the flavour that we get in our drink.
Is that the flavour that you want?
Correct. We can certainly store it for a couple of years in this form.
There's a fair amount of science in the dehydration, but it's the next part where there's a bit of magic. We're going to the brew house. Oh man! Where they firstly brew, then ferment the drink. Oh man, look at all that stainless steel. And the big vats. There's like half a dozen multiplied by 2. Across the site, there's almost 7 kilometres of stainless steel. But it's a distraction. I'm off to see how they start to prepare ginger ready for the brew. So what's in here then, Dr. Dan?
This is our ginger room.
Ginger.
This is where the grinder is.
Grinding helps release all the natural oils and flavours that are in the dried ginger. But to grind it, you make a heck of a lot of noise.
It does, it's very noisy.
And which is the grinding unit? Where is
Believe it or not, it is that little tiny thing over here.
Oh, come on.
That's the grinder there.
You're kidding.
No.
That little thing this big?
Yes, that's it.
So this is before?
This is before, and this is after.
Okay, now I will breathe it in the proper approved chemistry method. If you could hold that for
By
me.
wafting.
Wafting. Oh, man.
That's got some
I'm glad I
strong-
didn't stick my nose down that.
Yeah. We'll combine that powder with liquid sugar and water. We'll cook it to release all those natural oils, all those flavours,
Ah.
and then we'll add the yeast and start the fermentation process.
Fermentation is what makes the difference between ginger beer and most other soft drinks. By adding yeast or bacteria, it breaks down some of the sugars and starches in the ginger, adding a more zesty flavour to the mix.
That fermentation process will go for about 3 days.
Right.
Once that 3 days is up, then we'll pasteurise it, remove any of the live bacteria or yeast.
So, what do you use as your fermenting microorganism? Is it Saccharomyces or Lactobacillus or something secret?
I'm going to have to find out if I'm allowed to say that.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. As I thought, it's a closely guarded secret. So then, this is a brewery, but it is a brewery or it's not a brewery?
It is a brewery.
But you make alcohol?
Yes, there is some residual alcohol. When you add sugar, yeast and water together, you will create an alcohol.
But it's way down, like below
Yes.
1%, below 0.5%?
That's correct. So we are very much a unique brewery.
Oh, wow. Mate, that looks kind of concentrated.
It is very super concentrated. Have a smell.
Am I allowed to have a taste?
You can have a taste if you wish. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's up to you. You can feel it in the back of your throat.
I'm getting the ginger and I almost lost the gift of speech then, and a whole lot of other things as well.
Yeah.
There's different ginger from eating the ginger.
Correct.
I'm getting different flavours, different volatiles.
Because we've cooked it and released a lot of the oils out of it.
It's super concentrated, and like whiskey, you should have only a little bit every now and then, but unlike whiskey, I can see grounds for never having it ever again. The ginger beer concentrate has been fermenting for 3 days, so now I'm following its journey to the bottling plant. Oh my God.
Welcome to our line.
18 years ago, Ronnie showed up to drive forklifts, but today he's the production manager. Look at all those bottles there.
Yes, we have quite a lot of bottles on the line at the moment.
Last time I saw the ginger beer, it was a concentrated, very concentrated liquid.
Yep.
And now something is going to go into the bottle. What happens to it between the concentrate and the stuff that gets squirted into the bottle?
That's a good question. So it's sitting over in tanks in the brew house at the moment. It could be in an 18,000 litre tank, could be in a 48,000 litre.
48 tonne?
48,000 litres.
That's 48 tonne.
48 tonnes.
And so they don't bring it over in big drums. They just run it through. Let me have a guess. Stainless steel pipe?
Oh, you're all over it now. It then gets mixed here with water. So we have our water system here that we've got filtrated water. So we have the brew and the water gets mixed in this machine. Once it's mixed to a certain bricks level that we're comfortable with.
Bricks? What is brick?
Bricks is the sugar content of our product.
Brick stands for some magical bunch of things.
It does, yes.
Okay, right. Apparently, the higher the bricks, the sweeter the mix.
Then we carbonate it, turn it into a soft drink. Once it's met the level of the carbonation and the bricks level that we want, it then gets pumped over to the filler. So this is where we fill. You see here in the pipe in this sight glass here, so that's currently the brew that's being pumped over into this machine.
Mate,
It's amazing, isn't it?
wowee. That's it. That's a concentrated brown liquid coming through all of those pipes directly from those 40-tonne tanks.
Yes, you can see the carousel moving around. The bottles go in, they get turned upside down, they get rinsed out. We can move closer if you'd like.
They are literally moving so quickly that they're a blur.
They are, yes.
I can't see them.
At full speed, this filler is capable of 850 bottles a minute.
That's astonishing. What are these things?
So these are our cap hoppers for the rip cap. So each hopper is fully sealed to make sure that from a high quality point of view. So when we're running cap, the cap will drop out onto the chute, which goes along to the elevator, which takes it up to the top where we then put them on a bottle.
Once they've been x-rayed for any nasties, labelling is the last step. And then off they go.
60 countries we deliver to.
Oh my heavens, wow! That's 1/4 of all the countries in the whole world.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Last financial year, 100 million bottles of ginger beer were sent around the world.